Hello, this is a short demonstration on the contract tracking system module within the GovPilot platform. Upon logging into GovPilot, you'll be greeted with a set of tiles here. And as you see, the first three tiles that I have in my list are related to contract tracking. Gives me high level information as to key data points, which ones are awarded, which ones are closed, which ones might be new that still need processing. Either way, you can click into any of these tiles and be brought to those specific records. In this case, if I go to the one that has been awarded, I could see that record here and open it. For this demonstration, I'm going to actually create a new one. That is accomplished by simply hitting the Create New button. It may be advertised, received, executed, awarded. You have various statuses for this specific contract. So if we're going to actually mark that one has been awarded, the contract start date may be on the first of the following month, and we may be a 2-year contract, let's say. It'll automatically put in how many days are remaining in this specific contract, and we could go ahead and put our vendor. Maybe our vendor is Microsoft. We could go ahead and fill in all their contact information, and the contract type is that it came from an RFP, contract number, and we could put a contract amount. And this is coming from administration, and this may be for our Office 365 licensing for all 80 users. Okay. The decision date, this would be, the date that you would put here would be when you need to notify the vendor whether you're going to continue and extend the contract or you're going to cancel. In certain contracts, there are clauses that you may need to let them know 2 months in advance, and you can do so here. So if I go out to 2022, and we're going to have a decision by February 1st, 2022, because the contract officially ends 4/1. We may have to notify the vendor 60 days in advance. You'll be able to manage that here, get pop-ups and any sort of notifications that, hey, a decision has to be made, as well as you're managing the days remaining in the contract as well. If we need to send this to a department for review, we can do so. But in this case, administration has already completed it and approved it. You can put any resolutions that are tied to this. Should this result in a resolution, you could record that information here. And transactions, you can see, okay, well, we awarded this contract, but we still have to pay it. So let's actually put in here that we have paid the contract. We paid it with a check, and it was a payment. So you can mark that here, and the system will put that you have a balance remaining of 0. But let's say for some reason you're making additional payments to this specific vendor, you can manage that as well. So if we have to add another transaction for $2,000 and we paid it in a check, what was that for? Was this for service? Was this for additional licenses? Whatever the case is, let's just say it's for additional licenses. You can save that, and what's nice is you'll start to get a tally as to, well, we had an original contract for $25,000, but we've actually paid $27,000. We're $2,000 over what we initially contracted for, so you could better manage expenses that way as well. Standard notes and attachments, should you need to attach the contract or any supporting documentation, you could do so from here. Or if you need to send a specific note to a assignee or just put an internal note, you can do so as well. So that's the basic features and functionality of the contract tracking system, designed for you to put all of your contracts in one spot, manage the decision dates accordingly when you have to notify for renewals, as well as any sort of payments that you're making to that specific vendor. Thanks.